Welcome everyone to season 7, episode 10 with our revving engines, monster trucks. It's Monster Truck Monday.
It's very exciting out there today because of Victoria Day.
Everybody's
driving
revving
around and fireworks are going off and all kinds of stuff.
So for the uninitiated, what is Victoria Day?
So it's like not the last queen, but the queen before that's birthday. We just have a day to celebrate her.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of people have the day off. And
she was iconic
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it was.
So okay.
Well, I will drink my beer and toast. It's a kitten.
Ooh, it's cute.
It's called Pillow Muffins Pilsner.
Pillow muffins.
Pillow Muffins.
That's like what kitty cats make.
For Princess Donut. That's who it is. Yeah. Sadeas traded a shard blade for Dalinar's motorcycle. Yeah. Something like that. Sounds good. How's everyone doing tonight?
I'm good.
Good.
Can't complain.
I am exhausted, but I'm here. So we're gonna make it through this. We got a lot of chapters to cover to finish this part. It was a fun little ending to part 2. At least I thought it was fun. A lot of stuff. Kalanda always. I have thoughts.
I always have thoughts. I mean,
you always do. Yeah, it's not
absolutely. I know.
All right. Well, we're back to our forms. So, chapter 29. Let's dive right in. Unless you guys have anything else. Anything else?
Nope.
No. Okay. Cool. Chapter 29. Rule of Blood. Art form. Yay. For colors beyond our kin, for its grand songs we yearn, we must attract creation spren. These songs suffice till we learn. Art form.
Art spread. I mean, art form.
Art form. Yay. Interesting start to a Sadeas chapter. I think this our first Sadeas point of view? Did we have any in Wave
I think
Kings?
we had one in Wave.
We had one in the previous book, right? No, wait. We had one in this book.
I don't know if we did.
I feel like we had another point of view.
He's talked about a lot.
But what do I know about stuff?
Because I was caught off guard that there was a point of view that was not Dalinar. It wasn't Kaladin. It wasn't.
It
wasn't Shallan. It was somebody else.
They're saying yes in chat. There was a okay.
But it was another. I'm 100% sure there was another chapter, and I was like, "Oh,
okay, yes." Wait, no, there was one right after he got his blade. Right after he got the blade from Dalinar, he went to his point of view.
Okay, I just remember it was somebody that was not one of the major.
This is our first full Sadeas chapter, though. I think that was like a flash. Yeah. So anyway, doesn't really matter. It's Sadeas. We're getting to see inside the workings of his head, which is exactly what we thought it would be. It's right after a prolonged battle with the Parshendi. He's revealing that the thrill is still there, even though it's fading away at this point. And at this point, as it's, I guess coming off his high in the adrenaline rush, he's just drawn the pointlessness of fighting for gem hearts, and lack of progress towards the ultimate goal of conquest. And this is when Amaram tells Sadeas, that, he's being careless. And he says, like, whatever, I don't care.
This chapter was very weird to me.
Okay, continue.
I don't know. It seems like it's like a lot of plotting and a lot of surreptitious, undercover spy stuff and who's going to backstab who kind of stuff. And it didn't really go anywhere. I mean, at the end of the day, I was like, well, what value did it really bring? It didn't really open up anything in terms of like a better understanding of we've got now suspicions about, who's trying to create the assassination attempts. I don't buy any of that.
We get all that. We also learned that the Parshendi never surrender now, where they did one time try to surrender.
They tried to surrender.
And they just went and mowed them all down defenseless. And they're like, okay.
Well, he personally did.
Yeah, he personally did.
Down with the sharp blades. I just did. The whole thing just felt like really disjointed to me. So
yeah.
And I guess that just says a lot about headspace that we're maybe.
The what? What'd you say? The what?
I think maybe this is the perspective of the headspace.
Headspace. Yeah.
I mean, but it just is really disjointed. It seems like somebody that's trying to sound like they're like calculating and like they're like, oh, look at me, I'm making all these moves and I got all these threads and stuff going, but really they're not as brilliant as you think they are.
Yeah.
And then the wife, she seems like she's like all like, I'm pulling strings behind the scenes, and I'm like, are you really?
Yeah.
Are you
Not
really?
very successfully.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, this seems like people playing war. I'll say it that way.
And I think that's how it's supposed to seem. Is like is here's these aristocrats, and they're playing war, and that's exactly I think the tone they're going for.
And Tree, I'm not trying to take over, the thoughts on the chapter, but this is what's my perspective. I hope I'm not influencing you in any way, shape, or form if you felt differently. But
no, I agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like like they're trying, but not doing a very good job, and all the things you said about.
Yeah, it's just, and we've been behind the eyes of these people who are like actually doing things with great motivations. And then you see these people who are doing things with like the most terrible motivations, and they just don't seem to have their shit together.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, the most interesting part of this chapter was when he was talking about Adolin.
Pretty much.
Yeah, when we get to the second half. I mean, there is the interesting scene too where like, I guess, what is it, Haram? It's Hatham. Hatham confronts Sadeas, about the gym heart. He just like throws it on the ground. I was like, I don't really care here. Have the gym heart.
Yeah.
And he's like, I needed to leave anyway. I don't want to miss Adolin's duel. Sadeas gets, and then we flash to Sadeas sitting at the dueling arena, complaining about his fashionable clothes and how they're uncomfortable always, and how he'd much rather be in warrior garb all the time, but that's not really appropriate for his station. And he's like, I wish like Dalinar just wears sweatpants all the time. Why can't I wear sweatpants?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he said something about like, he's like, Dalinar doesn't understand that the uniform he wears all the time is playing the wrong game.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
Yeah, it's the wrong message.
The wrong message for what?
I don't know. He doesn't get into it that much.
I know, it was confusing.
Yeah.
I think Dalinar's
and to
what
right end? Message. And to what end? I mean, there's a bigger, massive thing, obviously, that they'd be more concerned about.
Yeah.
And he's talking about uniforms and stuff. Even his assessment when he goes down to like look at Adolin and the duel thing was just stupid. It was just like, oh, look, he's actually even more skilled because he's not really trying to play to his skills. And I was like, oh, give it a rest, you pretentious prick.
He's acting like it's like the smartest thing ever. Like, wow, he's so smart.
Oh no, there's somebody not playing to their full strength in a battle. That's never happened before.
Wow, I know, right?
Ever. Get out of here. The whole time, I will admit, I probably dried my sockets out with the number of eye rolls I did in this chapter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure that was what he was going for. I'm sure that's what Sanderson was going for.
I think so. Yeah, and they did do some speculation about who's trying to assassinate Elhokar, and Thanadil is one of the names that gets brought up. That he thinks it could have been him.
Right.
Yeah, and then they, was it I lie? How's Ali Satellite? His wife. Sadie's his wife. Mrs.
Oh, Sadie's his wife.
Yeah.
Now that you said that,
all I know is her name is matching back.
Ialai. It's
Ialai. Oh, that's okay. Ialai. Man, I had
anyway. Mrs. Sadeas.
If you hadn't said it,
Ialai.
Okay, that sounds right. Okay.
Yeah, sounds right. Okay. They're doing the little plotting, but it's like more like that mustache twirling, like we're going to plot everything.
I remember when I was listening to this, I remember what it sounded like. Macbeth. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like Macbeth through and through, and I was like, get out of here. You have no clue what you're doing. Stop. Yeah. That's pretty obvious. That's a good assessment.
Yeah, but they're, he's also talking about how he's, I suppose, the Prince of High Information and how he can investigate some things. It's like, yeah, but then you're playing into Dalinar's power as well. So, you have to play. It's all that scheming and conniving.
Rat fingers.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course, Adolin does win the duel, and Sadeas thinks in his head, praising him, not out loud, but like, yeah, now he'll get more duels because these all the hot-headed duelers will look at this as he has weakness.
And wasn't the guy he dueling like?
Oh, you went out.
Oh no, we
Your
lost
mic went out.
Oh, great!
Did you hit your
now
cord?
you're back.
Now you're back. I don't know. Continue. What were you saying?
Oh, shoot, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the guy that he loses that loses is like all complaining, like, "Oh man, you got a lucky blow" or something like that. So.
Yeah.
Yep, just luck.
Mm-hmm.
Just luck. Yeah. So it's not a long chapter, or maybe it is long, but not much happens. Sadeas is a puppet master whose strings are not existent.
Yep. He sees them, but they're not there.
He tried. He's a wannabe puppet master.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's really bad at his job.
Yeah.
He's a puppet master that used crazy glue,
She's crazy.
and they can't separate his fingers from the puppets.
Yeah. Good times. Anything else in this chapter before we move to chapter?
Take a drink.
Drink. Anything all this before we move to chapter 30? Nature blushing.
Mm-hmm. Nature blushing.
No. They want us to talk more about Iole.
Oh yeah, she's even worse.
Yeah, that's a match made in hell.
I love that. She was like, I'm going to make sure no one else duels this boy, even though nobody has listened to any of my bribes or anything yet. But somehow.
What the hell was that? What a power trip this lady's on. Good God.
I don't have a plan, but I'm going to do this.
Oh, man. I'm back here and I'm doing the
Yeah,
thing.
confidence that she has and the fact that literally nothing she's tried has worked out.
Oh, Lord have mercy. This is a lady that could not bust a grape in a fruit fight. No question.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a dummy.
Yeah. Yep, definitely.
Mm.
Would you ship Sadeas and Dolores on bridge? That's a good
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I would do that to Sadeas.
I know, that's a rough one because, I mean, Dolores Umbridge is
yeah, as much as I don't like Sadeas.
I mean, Dolores Umbridge was like
is
the worst.
Xanthos of from Tina. I guess I don't know who that is.
I don't know what that is either. Who that is? Sorry, Pythos. We're bad at
Pathos. I don't know. Is that from? Is it anime or a manga or is it something I should know?
Every time I hear Timu, I think about the shopping site.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know what Timu is. I know what Timu is. I don't know what Xanthos is.
I have a feeling this is a
I'm
different
even saying
Timu.
it right.
I would assume it's a different Timu.
Yeah, it's a different Timu. Y'all need to watch more cartoons. Okay.
It's true.
That's true.
Oh,
Gargoyles.
I do need to watch more cartoons.
Oh, it's from Gargoyles. I did watch that when I was a kid.
I did, but I don't remember anybody's.
But I
Oh
don't
my
remember
gosh,
anything from
I
that.
forgot everything about it because I have not rewatched it yet. When Disney Plus came on, everybody signed up for it, and everybody's excited about like watching all the old stuff. I like tore through like DuckTales, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. What's the Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck. Yeah.
Yes.
I tore through so much stuff, and I know I had Gargoyles on that list, and did not get to it.
Gotcha.
I just got overwhelmed, and so I was like, I've got to get back into Gargoyles, and so thank you for the reminder.
I did watch that as a kid. Pythos.
Oh, everybody watched it.
Yeah, but it's been
blast.
too long for me to remember anything from it.
Yeah, I hear that it's just as good as you remember.
Yeah.
So it was dark.
Okay.
It was very dark for a Disney show.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
It holds up. Yeah, I mean, a lot of those cartoons from that era do not hold up. but I've heard good things. But some Disney stuff tends to hold up a little better. Looney Tunes doesn't really hold up that well from a modern lens. There's a whole stand-up about it. It's hilarious. It's like so we have this pig who has a speech impediment, and they make fun of him because he has a speech impediment.
Yeah.
And then we have a cat that's always trying to eat a bird. They both have speech impediments too. And then we have a road runner who's trying to get eaten by a coyote. And then a Bugs Bunny, or then you have a bunny who also has a speech impediment. Hunted by a hunter who also has a speech impediment.
It's hilarious we're talking about this because you know how you like give a task to somebody who's already like overwhelmed with like a lot of work.
Yeah,
I'm creating another podcast. It is specifically about Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, I'm not ready to unveil it yet, but when I get there, I will make sure I share it with you all. It's about Bugs Bunny.
Yeah,
and the crazy amount of references and all the things in Bugs Bunny, because you'd be surprised the stuff that you just took you didn't pay attention
100%.
to, and it's insane the stuff that was in it. Like these like little shorts, like 7-minute shorts and whatever. It's like packed with all kinds of things. So
yeah, 100%.
some of it problematic, but some of it was just like cutting edge, bleeding edge stuff that they did, and
everyone's trying to kill each other. That's the whole cartoon.
Oh, geez. Back in the day, the number of times that they shot each other, and they kept, back in the day, they would, then like in the 90s, they started like cutting out whole portions of the episode. It would just like go black or stop it before the end. And then, of course, there's like a few episodes that are like, you don't speak about those episodes
anymore. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway.
Oh,
Batman. Oh, Batman animated. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just seeing this note.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah, up there with Batman. Yeah. Chapter 30, Nature Blushing. We're back to non-forms and just poetry. 'Tis said it is warm in the land far away. When Voidbringers entered our songs, we brought them home to stay. And then those homes became their own. It happened gradually. In years ahead, 'twill still be said. 'Tis how it has to be.
When I heard this when it was playing, and I was listening to the chapter, it sounded like the beginning of a limerick, and then it wasn't. And I was like, oh, boo.
Yeah.
Each one has a very distinct poetic style, and I've been trying to identify an artist for each one.
Okay.
And I got lazy. I was doing pretty good, and then I was like, oh geez, I forgot who I came up with for this. Like the first one for this chapter was like, it was clearly Robert Frost.
Yeah.
Clearly Robert Frost. I was like, you can't even pretend. And then the rest of them I was like, I'll get to it, and I forgot. So
yeah. So we're with Shallan, and they're driving towards the Shattered Plain still, and she wants to stop everything because there's plants and small animals and things to draw.
Yeah,
so time to do some art.
You said plants. Get excited about plants.
She's super excited about it.
Plants are very exciting.
Yeah, she settles down to sketch some small gardens, joined with Gaz, who requests that she draws a sketch of him. And she's like, okay, at some point. And she draws a quick portrait to make Gaz appear more impressive. And Gaz is super happy about it. Then Vatha comes up and tells Shallan they're stopping for the night. And Pattern tells Shallan there will be trouble. There's will be trouble. Then Shallan draws some more stuff, like some thickets and her mind keeps on floating to a rocky ocean shore, and just kind of drifting in and out of thought as drawing pictures. She's drawn a lot.
Hurting away.
Yeah. So anything from all the drawing before we get to the 10 conversation?
No.
She got gas in his fields.
Yeah, she did. 100%. 100%. Ooh, wait, we got our new Sprinamon.
He got all.
We did?
Yeah, can you guys guess what the new Sprinamon is?
Is it Creation Spread?
Stink Sprin.
Stink Sprin.
Stink Spread.
Everybody stinks. All right, let's see. You guys keep on talking.
It can't be Honor Sprin, I'm sure. So
I'm sticking with my guess.
Shame Sprin. I'm gonna go with Shame Sprin.
Shame Sprin. Okay.
We got Shame Spread last week.
All right. And
did we get Shame Sprin last week? Oh shoot.
Yeah, we did get shame spread. That was last week. Shame spread.
Oh,
Right,
now that you
so-
showed it, I was like, duh, yeah, we
So
did.
who's that Spreadamon? And it is Creation Spread.
Yay, creation!
Whoa,
spread.
creation spread. Okay,
Yeah, so creation.
that would have taken me
spread.
forever to get that one.
Pretty.
So yeah, this is on your turn. This Spreadamon is in your active slot. You may move energy cards between your Spreadamon as much as you like. Secondary skills masterpiece times 30. This attack does 10 damage for each energy attached to the Spreadamon. All right.
Insane. I
What's
love
the quote?
these things.
Her drawing gathered about half a dozen of them, pulling them by her act of creation, just as bright fire would have drawn flame spread.
Yay.
Yay!
Am I the only
Cute.
person
The
Am I the only
little
person who has
boy.
always thought it was really weird that we use a term like half dozen when literally it represents 6, which is 1 syllable?
I mean, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other.
I mean, but why say half dozen, 3 syllables when you could just say 6?
Because dozen is a more fun word than 6, so getting to say it twice is more fun. I don't know.
You say half dozen?
Yeah,
Oh,
dozen and
man.
half dozen.
I guess it just is weird to me that, hey, you know what I want to do? I want to triple the syllable count. There's a good way to shorten it up.
Yeah. There's a baker's dozen. Add an extra in there. 13.
Which, again, makes no sense. 13, 2 syllables. Baker's dozen, 4 syllables.
However, 144 is longer to say than gross. A gross is a dozen dozens.
That's different, though. We're talking about
Dozen
economies
dozen.
of scale. When you're talking about something that's on a larger scale where you have like 100 something, I get it. No problem. But you're saying a half dozen for 6.
Yeah.
1 syllable.
Yeah.
Every language. I can't even think of a language where 6 is more than 1 syllable. No, wait. Is it
Sex, 6,
says?
sink.
I can't think of a.
I think it's 5.
Sink is
But
un,
say-
deux, trois, quatre, cinq,
Cease.
seis.
But it's basically like sex, says,
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro,
something like
cinco,
that in
seis.
all languages. I'm trying to remember what it is in Japanese. It's completely gone out of my mind right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
German, it's sex.
You guys
Right.
know too many things.
Sorry. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Knowing
Back to
stuff.
the lecture at hand.
Yeah,
6
6.
easier than half dozen.
6. Yeah, but it sounds more artistic than you.
Yeah,
if you
half
for
dozen
for,
sounds
for
pretty.
prose, it's more prettier. It's
Yeah.
like
And
it's like
whimsical.
cellar door.
Okay.
What is the old Tolkien reference? The most prettiest phrase in the English language is cellar door. And that's why so many fantasy novels and novelists use some form of cellar door in their writing. Like Robert Jordan used Saladar. Like there's always these plays on cellar
Oh.
door. And that is a Tolkien reference. The professor himself, Tolkien, used to always say the most beautiful phrase in the English language is cellar door. Also, Brandon Sanderson uses the Andor. It's like that. Yeah, there's lots of these nods to door and cellar.
So
that
is it
play.
because it's a soft beginning and then an abruptness in the middle and then like a tapering off with the R at the end? Is that why it's the phonetics of the words
I don't know.
together? Okay, I got questions.
I don't know. I also know when you say the word forward, everything in your mouth moves forward.
Forward, right?
Yeah, and you say back, everything moves to the back
Everything
of your
moves
mouth,
backward. Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Actually, even when you say backward, it does the same thing. It's
Oh,
back
backward.
or backward. It's still
Yeah, it still moves back.
backward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those I've heard before, but
Yeah.
Celador I hadn't heard. I've got to look this one up now.
Cellar door.
Sorry
cellar
about
door.
the motorcycle.
Oh, it's all good. They're having a fun time up in Canada.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I've heard fireworks already today too. I keep trying to like.
yeah.
mute.
I hear
But
she was a
sounds like
huge
fun.
motorcycle fan too, so that works out. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
She was out on her hog.
Mhm. Shallan. Yes. Anything from all this before we move to the conversation with 10 and Shallan towards the end of this chapter?
Nope.
Oh, that's right. We're still in the same chapter. Sorry.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
still in the
go
same
ahead.
chapter. Yeah, so 10 comes up to Shallan and sees that she has tells Shallan that she has artistic talent, that she should be practicing forgery instead of just drawing.
And she says, "I was practicing forgery. You don't know what I was doing."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she wants to introduce Shallan to some of her friends when they get to the Shattered Plains. And Shallan, I was like, okay, I don't know how I feel about being a real life criminal at this point. Like, this has gotten a little too far. And she's like, all right, so you got to tell me what's the real plan here? What's going on? And she's like, all right, so the plan is I'm going to act like I'm betrothed to Adolin Colette. And she's like, oh, well, then we got to work on if you're doing a love scam, like, you got to work on taking that safe hand off and glove off. And she's like, oh, clutches her pearls. Like, my safe hand. It's like, other cultures do it. It's fine. It's just your hand. It looks just like the other one. That would be like walking around topless. Cultures did that too.
Yeah.
She's like,
even though some men got
heavens.
big titties, what?
Yeah. She's realizing she was just like playing at being a bad guy, but now that real life is coming up, she's like, I'm in danger.
Man,
yeah.
Tree, how many times have you and I been talking about these people playing naive?
I know.
They're playing the game like kids and not really taking the stuff seriously. And you're like, you better start getting serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, towards the end, we'll get serious. We will get serious. Shit's gonna go down. So
tell us more.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Ooh.
Yeah. They forgot. 10 said, I wouldn't mind seeing it either. She did say that. I wouldn't mind seeing the other hand. Show me that hand. Only
He's
hands.
like, it looks just like the other one.
Show me that hand.
I was like, man, when 10 said that, I was like, thank you, 10. Appreciate that. It looks like the same thing as the other one.
Yep. There you go. Got drink of the night. It's
okay, funny enough, I actually have lime juice champagne. No blue curacao though.
This is the blue wine.
Oh man,
not to confuse the sapphire wine. Picture in Discord.
Yeah. I'm out of blue curacao.
Oh my, champagne and tequila would I would go night night immediately.
Oh wait, that's right. It's not champagne. This is actually sparkling rosé. Different.
Yeah. I just have my Cosmic Kitty. Cosmic Cats. Wow. It's a really cool can. That's why we got it. It is a really cool can. Yeah.
A lot of Virginia too. Buy beer just because the can is so pretty.
It's made in Virginia too. Brewed by Farce is the name of the brewery. It's Farce, and the price tag's over where it is. And beer company Virginia Beach.
Oh, my is actually Ferguson Center for the Arts.
Ooh, nice.
See, does it show?
Does it
show?
We'll
Nope.
just take your word for it.
Yeah.
In fact, it's blurred like an old MTV video where they like blurred out like all the Nike logos and stuff off the thing.
I do appreciate everything that the Ferguson Center does here locally, like for arts and everything like that, and the Torgler Center. Like they're right next to each other. So like at the local university, they have the Ferguson, which is performing arts, and then the Torgler, which is they're more like paintings and like sculptures and that kind of stuff. But they have tons of activities for kids all the time, like interactive.
They also have a lot of workshops.
They do a lot of workshops, a lot of stuff for the community to come in and like learn how to art. It's kind of cool. We went for my wife and I went to the Arts for All ball a few weeks ago. It was their fundraiser, and it was kind of cool. They had like each section was like different, and it was just like, so they had jazz, like they had the performing arts. So you had like a jazz room. It was like an old speakeasy in there, and then they had like this one room where like if you won champagne, they had like there was a whole entire wall of like moths or whatever, like fake moths, and you ring a bell, and a hand comes through and hands you a thing of champagne every time you ring the bell. So if you want, like, it was an art exhibit, like performing art type exhibit. It was just really, it was kind of cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we had a good time, and the food was great.
Fun.
And then they had a live concert at the end, which was who was it? The Commodores played.
Oh, nice. They play here sometimes too.
Yeah, it's a brick house. Anyway, yeah. So. That's fun. But yeah, that's how we got in this chapter with 10. Yeah. Kind of explaining that we gotta get her work, trained up on this love scam.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Shallan's just thinking about like we gotta also do these research. She's thinking in her head like I still need to figure out Yasna's research and what to do with 10 when all this fake
how do I
scam
get
falls
rid of
through.
10?
Like how do I get out of this now?
Yeah.
Because she's playing
Got
house.
herself in a pickle.
Yep, quite a pickle. Anyway, anything from all this before we move back to Kaladin?
Probably, but
Okay.
nothing that really stuck out to me.
Yeah, this next one's a very short chapter, and then it gets to a quite a longer chapter. But
A crescendo.
yeah, chapter 31, the stillness before smoke form for hiding and slipping tween men, a form of power like surges of spring. Do we dare to wear this form again? It's spies, crafted of gods. This form we fear, made or by unmade touch, its curse to bear, formed from shadow, the death is near, it lies.
Spooky.
Lies. Anyway, so
Yeah,
wondering
it
if
lies.
they're
I'm
gonna-
glad you said that, Alan, because really when I heard this the first time and said it lies, I was like, that's interesting. It's that specifically, so you don't know what lies it means.
yeah, lies.
Is it lies or is it just like in waiting?
Well, it says it's spies. I guess it's spies and is lies. I guess it's
Because
good point.
it says something about something is near and it says it lies. So if something is near and it says it lies, it could be like it's nearby as well, and it's like lying in wait.
In the rapper hip hop world, we call that a double.
That is a double.
It's just a lot of shaking his head. Like,
I
So many meanings.
I am not going to even entertain.
excuse me, epitomes.
What the hell? How does this come up?
I don't know. I just
Oh no! I don't even know the
epigraphs don't
No,
make sense.
Oh, okay. We came back to epigraph. Okay.
Look at Alan all hip.
Yeah. He thinks he's hip.
The fact that you refer to him as all hip means that already he's not.
Yeah. You can't talk about how hip Alan is.
He's
Otherwise,
with it.
takes
He's
all
with it.
away.
He's with it, man.
Yeah, that's skippity toilet riz. I'm
Oh, God.
Skibbity toilet riz on the 6'7", man. Go ahead.
6'7".
I'm not hip. I never know what you guys talk about.
I got kids, so that's the only reason I know about anything. But then it's always hilarious. I would go over to like friends' house who have like teenagers, and of course, like they're always trying to act cooler than everything because at that age,
Of course, because they are.
Oh,
They're the
they're
coolest.
too cool for school. You
Yeah.
know the saying
Yeah.
back in the day. They're like, man, I'm too cool
So-
to interact and stuff.
Yeah, so one of my favorite pastimes is like if they're having like a family dinner and like we're over there having like families together, and you can tell they're just like, "Ugh, Dad, your lame friends are over here," and I'll just like cringily use modern slang, like in the most cringiest form on purpose,
Oh man.
just to get under their skin. like, Dad, why do you invite these guys over? I think it's hilarious. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna keep on going. This is
Yep.
great.
You got to do it sometimes. I love embarrassing my niece if I have the opportunity because she's at
That's
that
great.
tween age.
Oh, it's great. Embarrassing kids. is great.
Man, the tween age is the best because I'm like, you're never too cool for me to make fun of you.
No. No, I like I'll just randomly make fun of these kids because why
Yeah.
not?
Why not?
Absolutely.
It's good for them.
It's good. It's good for them. Yeah. Anyways, so chapter 31, the stillness before. We did the whole thing. So Kaladin, along with 40 bridgemen from Bridge 17, returned to Bridge 4's barracks for some stew. Pitt, one of the bridgemen, apologizes to Kaladin for being glad when Bridge 4 went on hunts instead of 17. He's like, man, I'm so sorry for back in the day. And he's like, okay. Rock chases off the man by trying to draw sketches of the bridgemen. And they eat their dinner because there's a high storm coming. So they just eat real quickly. This is still like where I guess, and then we switch back to Tin and Shallan on this part as well. But it's just this really quick. They're eating, and I don't think there's a lot from this section that at least I don't remember. I didn't write anything down. I don't have.
Other than just that conversation where he's like, "I'm so sorry about thinking bad things," and Kaladin's like, "You're Bridge 4 now. It's okay."
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Tin watches Shallan practice sleight of hand because we switch back to Shallan. Yeah, and this is when the caravan reaches the outskirts of the warrior camps, and Tin tells Shallan that she's heard back from Vadanor and that the king is dead, and there's basically civil wars broken out. Yeah, and she's kind of worried about her family, but she's like, "Oh, we're so from the outskirts. Hopefully, we're all right." He's like, "I'll find out more about your family later, or your supposed family, or." Because she's still under disguise. Like, I guess it's this really weird interaction where, like, I'll give you some feedback from your homeland, but I don't believe who you are. And it's the Tin Shallan parts of this get kind of confusing and weird.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, it's about to end. Spoilers.
Spoiler. Jeez, man, come on. Be easy on that.
There you go. Alan just loves torturing kids. You've heard it here. Torchia. Now that's a good idea. Reservoir Dogs.
We knew that already.
Exactly.
Alan hates kids. Who said that?
Who said that? What? I don't hate kids. I like my kids. I just don't like anybody else's.
Alan likes 3 kids, and that's it. 3 kids.
3 kids,
world.
my kids, and everybody else is like, man. I'm like, oh, no. Yeah. Anyway. Chapter 32. Anything from this chapter? I mean, it's a super short chapter. It's just kind of like they make the decision to stop the caravan and wait and not go in right away.
Oh, I think Aura Saber thinks I like kids. I like 0 kids.
Yeah.
Alan likes 3.
I like 3.
He's doing better than me.
You don't like any kids tree?
No, it's not true. I've known kids before that I've enjoyed.
Yeah, there are some
They're
cool
funny.
kids. There are some cool, funny kids. Yeah, most of my sons and daughters' friends are pretty cool. They do have some annoying friends that are just like every time they're gonna come over, I'm just like, they're just reckless and. Yeah.
Most of the time, I think kids are really funny and like are pretty good, but I just don't have any or have anyone in my life that has little kids. So that's why I'm like, there's 0 that I like because I don't really have any.
My son has that one kid that's like super annoying. He's over the top excited about everything and like he just doesn't know how to control himself. And he's not. I guess the other kids think he's funny, but like you can tell like he's not going to continue to be funny as they get older if he stays that way. Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm saying? Like when he's really little,
you think
because he's just over the top, like obnoxious all the time, and tries to just thinks it's funny. Kind of class clowns, kind of. I'm like, dude, just it's not.
It's like chill, dude.
Yeah. At what age do you start not finding kids annoying, Tree? What's your
here's
cutoff?
the thing. If I ever see kids, it's for like an hour or 2 at a time, and then I just go about my life most of the time without seeing kids, so I can like enjoy them for that hour or 2.
For an hour or 2, yeah.
If I had to see them every day, I don't know. That might be different.
Yeah. We were talking about this on I think it was on the Will Reads last week, like how, sorry, a little tangent time, like how being a parent of kids, like your kids will pull stuff that you used to pull when you were a kid, and you got to respect it. At the same time, as a parent, you're so upset because it's causing so much more problems for you. Like, good example. Last week, gave popsicles to the kid after, the kids all got their popsicle after dinner. So they had their popsicle, and they're all different flavors. And my oldest son turns to my youngest son and says, "Hey, you're a different flavor. Can I taste it?" He's like, "Sure." And he goes and bites the whole thing off.
Oh, no.
Mad respect, because it's exactly what I would do as an older brother to my younger brother, because it's hilarious from a kid's point of view. From a parent point of view, and the meltdown that I have to deal with now, it's like, because now you have all of them crying and losing their collective poop over.
Why do you have to be a monster?
I don't know.
Monster behavior, child.
It is monster behavior. It's part of siblings. I mean, that's what you do. I mean, siblings pick on each other. It's kind of like par for the course. At least growing up, that's how we were. I think it's most siblings. You have the little bickering. Did you never pick her
Full
with
of violence and hatred.
Okay.
I mean, I had two older brothers. They picked on me a lot. So, but I was always the perfect angel who never did anything wrong, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
We trust you.
All right. Well, speaking of hating kids, 32, the one who hates. That's the name of this chapter. The spring betrayed us. It's often felt. Our minds are too close to their realm. They give us our forms, but more is then demanded by the smartest spren. We can't provide what the humans lend. Though broth we are, their meat is men.
Mm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get
different poetic style, every single one of these.
Yeah.
And I know there's a specific reference to them. I'm sure somebody has done the legwork to figure out exactly which poet each of these sounds like.
Probably.
But they don't sound like each other, which is the reason why I don't understand how they're written this way.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're written from completely different points of view. Because who's supposed to have written all these epigraphs?
These ones?
What's her name?
No, in the beginning, it was Yasna's stuff, but I don't think these are.
Not Yasna. It was what's her name? Dalinar's boo.
Navani.
What, Navani?
Navani. There you go.
Yeah. So the first ones were from the Journal of Navani. That was chapters 1 through 12. We're in chapter what? What chapter is this? 30
something.
Yeah. So these are.
Well, these are just from the book of
Parshendi or something.
Yeah, these are
Parshendi.
This is the listener songs from the Parshendi.
But they all sound completely different. I mean, they're all poetic.
Well,
they're all styles.
Songs of the Parshendi. So, like, they're probably written by different people at different times too. Like, it's a collection of songs. So
I think it's done on purpose.
Yeah,
which I think is notable, and so I'm trying to.
That's really cool.
I'm trying to piece it together. Why that was done. So there's no reason that Brandon Sanderson didn't put this in there with each of them sounding like a very famous poetic style, unless we were supposed to glean something from that information. And I'm trying. This is the part that's like messing with my head right now. It started with the tiger burning bright reference. I was like, oh, this sounds just like that. And then it was Robert Frost and his Emily Dickinson, and every one of these sounds like a different famous poet. It's in the vein of a different poet, and so I'm trying to figure out why is that.
So they are come from different. So like the song of some of them are from the same song, and some are from different songs. So like the first, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or like 9 are from the Song of Listing. It's from the Song of Wind, the Song of Secret, Song of History, Song of Wars, Song of Secrets, Song of Revision, Song of Histories. So bouncing around between different stanzas from the same song.
Okay.
So that might be why some of them sound similar, is because it's actually just different lines.
Yeah, but the last, I want to say the last 3 episodes. So this one and then 2 going back, maybe 3 going back. I feel like it's rotating through different poetic styles.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out.
They're going through different songs. I know that much. I don't know if they're.
Yeah. I just feel like there's something there. I mean, if I was to have gone to Jordan Con, I would probably try to get up in front of him and ask that question. Be like, hey, let's talk about these poems at the beginning of the chapters.
That's dangerous.
I would have probably asked.
I can drill down and look at like the different songs and like who created the both songs.
Again, it's just so wildly different.
Yeah,
the stanzas, the rhyming schemes, everything, they're like completely different. And maybe it's done on purpose, and maybe it's just Easter egg reference, which is great if that is. I used to be into poetry a lot, so that's just why I'm like really like picking up on that. So it's just like my vibe. So.
Little snaps for poetry.
You gotta do it.
Do you go to slam poetry sessions?
That's right.
Yeah.
Either that or you gotta put your hand like all the way up in the sky and do it like that.
Oh yeah.
Like out of
Oh yeah. All right. So Kaladin, he's taking a nap during the high storm. But he's getting a vision. which is Kaladin's had one of these before, but usually on the verge of death, not like just regular. But he speaks to Stormfather, and they're talking about Syl. He's just like, "You're gonna kill her. Like, I don't approve of this at all." and he's like, okay. He's like, "What do you mean? I like Syl. I'm gonna be fine." It's like, "You will betray her. You will kill Syl." And he's like, "You're already beginning to." And he's like,
already.
What are you talking about? And then he sees a second storm coming. That's with red lightning. And then the Stormfather says, he comes. And Kaladin wakes up. And Adolin and Renarin are there discussing their upcoming meeting with the Parshendi envoy. Kaladin goes to the balcony. Even though the high storm is still kind of on, they're like, "What are you doing?" And then we switch quickly to Pattern, who's whimpering about the high storm. It's just like one line, and then we go right back into it.
Oh, that was hard to pick up on audiobook.
It was, because it was one line. Like, Pattern whimpers during the high storm and ignores Shallan as the high storm passes over. It's like literally one sentence.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it really caught me off guard, and I really thought more was going to happen with that. And it was like an abrupt switch right afterwards too, which I did not like, because it was like really like jarring.
Yeah, that is jarring.
Yeah. And then it goes back to Kaladin and Syl, like on the balcony there, and Syl comes up and says something's wrong. The one who hates is coming. And heeding Syl's warning, Kaladin goes straight into action. He's like, "All right, get Dalinar, wake him up, get him going, get him out of his dream." And he burst in. And he's like, "What the crap are you doing? Like, not okay. Like, you're not allowed in here." It's like, "Nope, we're in trouble. Get up. We got to go. We got to leave." And they're like, "Everything's safe here. What are you talking about? Like, we're in a war camp. It's the safest place we could be." And Kaladin's like, Dalinar's coming out of his stupor or whatever. And he's like, whatever he says, if he says we leave, we leave. So they pack up and get Elhokar and Dalinar, and they start to move through the passageways of the encampment.
I like the fact though he didn't make it in the framing of the scene.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say he just blindly agreed. It just like was like, "Oh, I'm taking orders from him." He was like, "Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this." But like there was this unsaid thing. It was like, "For now," which means
for now.
You're gonna have to explain this later.
Later, yeah.
You know,
if something's going on, yeah, you have to explain what's going on. Yeah.
I mean, you're the bodyguard.
Yep.
You've already had an assassination attempt. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yep.
But you're gonna need to explain this later. You know, that kind of thing, which I appreciated that was thrown in there, because otherwise I was gonna lose my sense of realism. About it.
Yeah,
but I'm glad it was thrown in. So
it was thrown in there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Kaladin sends Beld and Haber ahead to scout the way, and leaves Moash and Ralinar.
Completely forgot that he went with Bell.
That what?
I forgot that Haber went with
Bell. Yeah.
Is this? Oh, his name's Beld. I thought it was Bell.
Beld. Beld.
Oh, okay, got it. But anyway, I've completely forgot that he went with them.
Yeah,
that comes back around later, because it was like two of them went. Anyway.
Yeah, and then Moash and Ralinar guard the rear while Mart and Eth stay with the king, and they go to flee through the palace. And he turns around, goes to a hallway, and all the spheres are drained the hallway. And Kaladin's immediately like, "Oh shit, this isn't good." Like, because Kaladin knows what's up. Like, because he does this now. Like, he knows if this, especially during a high storm where everything's being recharged and all the lights are out.
But it was weird because the high storm wasn't as forceful in this moment.
It was the end of it. It was the dragons or whatever. But yeah.
So it's almost like that scene in a horror movie or something where it's like things get quiet and that's when things get dangerous.
Yeah. It's not really pointed out because Kaladin's point of view, and the high storm just passed, and Dalinar comes right out of the vision with Kaladin yelling at him. Like, "Get out. We gotta go."
That's true. That's right. He did wake him. Well, he was kind of coming out of it. That's right.
Yeah.
But he does agree.
If,
but even coming out of it, though, he still was lucid enough to say, "Hey, let's go."
Yeah.
But when you explain it later, he still was.
You can explain yourself later. Yep.
Yeah.
And they get to the dark hallway, and he notices that there's a hole cut in the side of the palace wall. And then we get our boy Szeth. Stormlight leaking from his body, all in white. And Dalinar orders Renarin and the king to flee, while Dalinar, Adolin, and Kaladin do Trident formation. Which doesn't really mean much to Szeth, because Szeth doesn't give a crap about any formations, because he uses Stormlight to fight, and they don't know how to fight against that. Because
all I got was that scene from what was the Star Wars movie? Somebody's gonna be able to correct me on the Star Wars movie that's the prequel to
Rogue One.
With
Darth
the
Vader.
scene where Darth Vader comes in the hallway, and that saber lights up, and you're like, oh, we about to see the real Darth Vader right now. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought of when it said it was like dark, and then he comes in and it's like
glowing with Stormlight. Like,
oh, we about to see that realness. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And they go to attack. Needily, he lashes Adolin to the ceiling. Adolin doesn't know what to do because now up is down.
So he's dancing on the ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah, and just starts making light work of them. I mean, it's pretty bad, but Kaladin, breathes in it. The thing is, Kaladin's still trying to hide the fact that he can use Stormlight, which at this point, it's kind of almost like, come on, dude, like you're fighting with your arm tied behind your back because you won't. You want to hide the fact that you could use Stormlight.
It's so frustrating.
So he's breathing only a tiny little bit, and it's definitely, whereas Szeth is just pulling it all in, and he's like, he can do pretty much the same things Szeth can do, but he's limited himself because he was trying to hide what he can do. Anyway,
he should have. The moment he saw him get lashed to the ceiling, that should have been end of playtime.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, but. Yeah, so they lashes Adolin to the ceiling. The Stormlight runs out. He falls back down. Kaladin uses a spear like a quarterstaff, but of course Szeth just cut. I mean, he has a shard blade which cuts right through things like they're butter.
He cut both of their spears like the same time, Dalinar's and his. Just
right. And Kaladin's trying to block like it's not a shard blade, and ends up taking a shard blade to the arm. It sees his arm literally start to just rot off, going completely lifeless and numb.
Yeah, it's like he loses like all sense in it. It just like goes down, and then it starts changing color, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, and he turns back to see him down on the ground, Szeth with the shard blade raised, about to make a final swing, and Dalinar catches the blade.
Wait! We skipped over. We skipped over because it's. Aelin's down at the end of the hallway. He's like, "You're not going to take me." Blah blah blah. Yada. Mr. Bravado. And then Szeth is like, "I'm not here for you."
Yeah.
That was the scene that got. I was like, "Oh wow," because I was thinking to myself, I was like, "Okay,
yeah, you're not." Oh no, he says you're not going to get to the king this time. He's like, "I'm not here for the king. I'm here for you."
Right. I'm here. Right. That's what it was. Anyway, that was like the dum moment in the chapter. It was like, because when this fight started out, it did not come off like he was trying to go after Dalinar at all. It kind of came out like he was just like kind of taking them all out. But then he's like, "Nope, you're my target."
Yeah, and he goes, catches the blade, and as Szeth is stunned by this, Kaladin is able to push himself off and tackle Szeth out the hole in the wall. And then they're falling into open air.
By the way, let's not gloss over the fact that Kaladin was doing some like Matrix level stuff there when the wind started guiding him, and it was like guiding him to like where he could strike and hit him, and the whole he was like focusing.
Calms down. I know kung fu. The Matrix.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, he got some Neo skills
in
that moment. Yeah.
And we end this chapter with them falling out the hole, which goes right into the next chapter. So it's, of them plunging towards the ground in the next chapter. But
I was trying to say earlier, I wonder if Szeth gets charged by the high storm like Kaladin does too.
Yeah, it's a good question.
And that's why he chose to attack after the high storm.
Yeah.
I just assume that's the reason why.
Yeah, I don't know, because like what they said, he's not run by a spren like Kaladin is.
Yeah, because he does ask Syl that. Like, he asks Syl, like, he's like, well, he's a Radiant. Syl's like, he's not a Radiant. Like, Syl corrects him. He's like, okay.
Yeah. And did we see the little red light again?
We might have. I
remember.
know he saw it in his dream. He saw the red lightning in his dream.
Right,
Yeah.
in the dream, but I don't remember.
I thought he saw it again.
Yeah. He might have.
I think he said,
it up later.
He said he did, but I don't remember him actually doing it. I don't know if he just said that.
Yeah, he said he did later.
We'll get to that in the
next part. Yeah.
Yeah, the next chapter. But but I didn't remember him actually seeing it. So
yeah. So right into chapter 33, burdens. But it is not impossible to blend. Their searches are two R's in the end. It has been promised, and it can come. Or do we understand the sum? We question not if they can have us then, but if we dare to have them again. That's the epigraph. And Szeth and Kaladin are falling in midair, and Kaladin realizes that Szeth has a ton of fears on him. So he's like, well, let me take that Stormlight. And sucks it all in right before slamming into the ground. So, which heals him quickly. Where he lands kind of very painfully, whereas Szeth does a superhero landing. I just picture like the superhero, on the right way with his fist down or something like that.
Well, like in your background, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Superhero landing.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah. The superhero landings? Yeah, no, they don't.
Like Yelena Belova said that in the Scarlet Black Widow movie. She was like, "This makes no sense. What does it do for you when you whip your head back and forth?"
Yeah. And he breathes in all the Stormlight and starts to heal quickly. And even though his arm is still lifeless, he can start to sense like a slight feeling in it. So he like starts to put more into it. And Szeth looks at him as he's healing and realizes that he's also full of Stormlight. And Szeth is just like shocked. Like, he's like, Szeth's like, I lashed you down, didn't I? Did I accidentally lash you up? Like, you should be dead right now. And then looks at him. He's like, you're glowing. Shit, you're not supposed to be able to do that. Like, I'm the only one they lied to me. And like, he starts having this like panic attack. Like, he's like, they called me truthless. I'm not only spending it, and just runs away. And Cal's like, what the hell was that?
Now I'm trying to remember though too. So Kaladin, at some point in time, when did he pull his knife and use it in his non-dominant hand? I'm trying to remember where that was. Was that during upstairs?
The scene? It's during the scene.
It was in the scene, right? After he fell.
Up and because his arm's healing, but it's not.
It's healing, right? But then he pulls the knife because he's getting ready. He's like, I'm gonna attack. I'll do something. I'm down here with you, right?
Yeah. And Szeth jumps back from that.
Yeah, that's right.
And
which because I was ready for the next battle. I was ready for the next phase. This little tete-a-tete.
Well, Szeth asked him, "Is like, what are you?" And he says, I'm a wind runner, and it's the same as you. And Szeth he's like, no, I was named Truthless. And he asked him, "Is like, are they back? Are they back?" And Kaladin's like, I don't know what he's asking, but yes.
He starts getting confident about it. He's like, yep, sure I am.
Yeah, we're back. And
you ain't heard about us?
Says like, all right, deuces, I'm gone.
Yep. He's like, deuces.
And then Kaladin just collapses in exhaustion from that.
Yeah.
Shortly thereafter, Kaladin wakes up and Syl's hovering over him. And
so in fact, she immediately jokes and says, "Oh, sleeping on the job again, huh?"
Yeah, sleeping on the job again. Yeah. And he's just like,
I thought that was Adolin that joked about that way before when Kaladin
did. Yeah, he did, but then Syl makes the joke.
And Syl did it again.
So Syl does it here.
I
know she's the worst.
Yeah, and he's surprised. He's like, I didn't know I could heal myself from a shard blade wound. And Syl's like, I didn't know that either. It's pretty cool, huh?
When she says that, I was like, oh, so this is some new-ish. Okay.
Yeah. And then they're like, and Syl's just like, yeah, by the way, there's a lot of dead people up there. Probably should go back up to the palace. And Kaladin goes back up and tracks down the entourage. And when he walks in, like literally everyone's jaw hits the floor. Like, how? Like, and Adolin's just like, yeah, your arm got cut off. Like, no.
There's three
like,
things there. It's number one, your arm got cut with the blade.
Right.
Number two, you went off the side of the freaking building.
Yeah.
Multiple 100-foot drop. And number three, even if you survive that, you're down there with this assassin who has been laying siege to everybody who comes into the vicinity.
Yeah.
Again, there's no way you're surviving all three of them things. It's like maybe one, maybe two.
Yeah.
But three of them things? No. You down there with a bum arm with a dude just like wrecking us like easily, and you have no weapon, by the way. Your spear got cut. All you have is your knife.
Well, I mean, I do have a clip of what Kaladin's going through right now.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
He is so dead set on not spilling the beans. It's like, my guy.
Yeah. Well, he even says here, he's like, at this point, I would have told Dalinar, but not with Adolin and Elhokar here.
Yeah, but like, now you look worse. You look suspicious by the fact that it's unexplainable.
Right. And he tries to. He's like, yeah, I was able to get on top of Szeth, and he was able to block my fall.
Him.
Yeah, I fell on him. And
really?
Somehow I survived.
Right.
And then Adolin's just like, in your arm? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. And by the way, the material's cut too.
Yeah, his sleeve is missing.
Yeah,
it's missing.
But his arm is there.
His arm's there.
It's a shirt wound. It's a shirt wound.
It's a flesh wound. Yeah. And Kaladin wants to tell Dalinar, but obviously Adolin and Elhokar are there, so he says nothing. He does tell him that Szeth did escape. And then they kind of ask him, "Is like, well, how did you even know this was happening?" He's like, "I saw a flash of light," and still like gives him a look. It's like, it's not a complete lie. Like, I saw your flash of light, so
yeah,
I saw you zip around.
So this goes back to Tree's question, and so
yeah, he just lied about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I don't remember him seeing a flash of light. I just remember him saying that in the scene. So all right,
yeah. Well, he tries to justify it. I guess he saw Syl, so that's his flash of light. Like, that's where he justifies it.
Sure.
But it wasn't a complete lie because he saw Syl. And Elhokar is just whining over there, like, he came for me. No one corrects him on this mistake. They're just like, okay, sure.
Nobody wants to kill you, Elhokar. Get over yourself.
Yep.
Except for all the readers. All the readers want to kill him.
Exactly.
Him and his Pampers.
Yeah. Elhokar goes to get more wine, and then they find a series of glyphs that are carved into the wood. And Renard reads them, 38 days, the end of all nations. Then we get to a more sad part because Kaladin then finds Beld's corpse amongst, and laments about how he's failed some bridgemen. And Syl says he died protecting. It's different. It's like, I should let them all go and force them all to go. It's like, it's their choice at this point. Like, they can go if they want to. They're free men. Like, you let them choose. If they want to choose to protect, they can protect.
Yeah. You know how you've chosen to protect all these people with your life? Yeah, they can do that too.
They can make that same choice. Of course, Kaladin's taking it personally. Like, I should have protected them more.
Which is kind of ridiculous because Kaladin was trained in, like warfare and stuff before. Like,
he's also gone through all those people made choices. He's gone through a lot of trauma.
But it just felt really fake to me that he was, I don't know. Like, he should know about people giving themselves up for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he has a lot of heel turn emotional ebbs and flows here, which I thought was a little much.
It's also his age. He's not that old, guys.
He's 20.
Or he's just putting his little brother in them again.
I get that, but still, I just feel like this guy just like, he's a little too like rock. When it comes to his emotional state, he's all over the place.
Yeah.
from moment to moment.
Oh, sure. He's an emotional mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Kaladin asks Syl, like, how can I train to become like the assassin? Do I need to speak more words? And Syl's like, yeah, there's more words, but you're not ready for those words yet. But you can do everything that he could do. Like, you just need more training. Like, you have the ability to do everything he did.
Because he is the last dragon, you know.
Yeah.
You are the last dragon.
And then Kaladin asks, how the assassin could have found a spread. Yeah, how could someone like that with no honor bound a spread? And that's where Syl's like, he doesn't have a sprint. Like, he's sprintless. It's like
dirty sprintless monster.
Yeah. Which Kaladin's really confused. He's like, then how did he's like, I don't understand then how he can do what he can do. And she says, well, Szeth's Shardblade's somehow different. It's wrong. That's all Syl knows. And Syl's like, it's not, he's an abomination. Yeah. And then Kaladin finds Hobber still alive. Both his legs have been disabled. And he's just like, I can never fight again. He's like, can you cook? He's like, no. He's like, great. You'll make a great war chef. It's how everybody else in the prison, soldier chef.
Again, he'll turn emotional state. He's like goes like super jovial and everything right here, and I'm like, dude, you like literally just turned over your boy because you couldn't look at his like soulless sockets left in his face, smoking sockets, and then you're like, hey, it'll be okay, legless dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna call you Bob because if you throw you in water, that's all you can do.
Hey, he's got arms.
He has arms.
Again, throw him in water. That's all I can do. Eat Bob's.
Yeah. And jokes about him becoming Bridge 4 cook and brings him back to get medical attention. And that's how we end that chapter. Before we move to the final chapter, anything from all this scene? Suspicions everywhere. This was a pretty...
okay. I've been thinking a lot about this use of Spren.
Okay.
And there was a lot said in this chapter about Spren and in previous chapters about Spren and how important they are. And I was like, okay, so Spren are a lot more critical to a lot of things. Are people not expressing when they're using Spren and we're just not seeing it? Like whether
people
they
don't understand Spren in this world that much at all. Like they understand them from like they're Spren them on. They show up with different things. But
the thing is, they seem to be so integral to anybody that has any capability above just being a normal dude.
But that has never been.
You have people with shard plate. You have people with like shard blades and all this stuff. And I was like, wait a minute, wait a second. There's got to be Spren involved in that because everybody who's got these elevated capabilities, it seems like Spren is involved, but yet still it's not spoken about.
Okay.
So I'm like, why is it not being spoken about? Aelin's got to have Spren around him. Dalinar's got to have Spren around him. They never talk about Spren ever.
Yeah. I think they just don't know. They talk about what they know
but they got to see something.
Well, Syl's called every other shard blade that doesn't have a Spren an abomination.
Yeah.
Something doesn't.
No, there's definitely something that's not adding up. But it's been like
it's not passing the sniff test, and I'm like, I'm kind of
because Szeth isn't the only one that has a shard blade without
armor Spren
or shard Spren, a shard blade.
Look, all I know, and then so I started, and I would not even be putting any credence with this theory, except for something that happens in this next chapter. And we're gonna get to it, but I've been thinking a lot more about the Spren, like what their purpose is and what their usage is, and I was like, something is not passing the sniff test here.
Okay,
why aren't we seeing Spren more often, or being referred to more often, regularly by everybody?
I'd say put a pin in that and just keep on rolling theories.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
And that's fair enough, Alan. I will accept that as an answer.
Yeah. It's chapter 34, Blossoms and Cake. Our gods were born splinters of a soul, of one who seeks to take control, destroys all lands that he beholds with spite. They are his spren, his gift, his price. But night forms speak of future life. A challenged champion, a strife even he must requite.
So the last, I think, 3 epigraphs are really close in terms of their rhyming scheme, because it was like A B C C B.
Well, the last 2, not this one. The last 2 were actually back-to-back stanzas in the same song.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
This one was from the song from the 4 chapters ago, but I'm not sure if it was back-to-back or not. It just says final stanza, so I don't know. Someone says, "Damn, I just picked up something from the first time from that one." Okay.
Oh, I like that.
That's
cool when somebody else gets something new from like a reread.
Yeah. Yeah. High spren. What's that? Who's spren is high spren? Who's spren?
Who's spren on first?
Who's spren? So Shallan reads a dispatch on Till Spanreed about the political situation. And dwells on the consequences of her family during the Succession War. Tin asks Shallan if she personally knows any of the players, the important players in the Vaden throne, and Shallan says that she wasn't important enough. And Tin says they might go see this guy, John Kaved, to take advantage of the chaos. The Spanreed then reports continue to come in with information about deserters and reward bounties for all these people. And some of them are people that Shallan has promised stuff to. And Shallan's like, no, we're not turning people in. Like, she gets like angry with Tin. Like, it's like, that's not what we're doing. And Tin's like, listen, we're con artists. This is what we do. Like, we're going to get paid. That's literally like the whole reason what we do. So, yeah, we can't afford, we're going to give Sadeas his deserters back and get paid. Shallan's upset about all that. Yep.
This seemed a little too odd to me.
Okay.
And the reason why is because the amount of money they were going to reap for turning these guys back in.
Yeah.
She has somebody that's trying to work on this whole like love, blah, blah, blah angle. And I was just like, I don't know. I was like, why would you go to that extreme to be like, oh, let me go ahead and like upset the apple cart here, turn these guys in and create all this strife with, all the camp and all this. I don't know. It just seemed like weird that she's like gotten a little pushier with her like scheming. I don't know. I feel like Tin at the beginning sounded like somebody that plays a long game, and right now she does not sound like that at all. She's like, I need the Instagram.
More news is coming in quickly too. So it's
that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's probably impacting things a bit because this is all happening
very
on the fly.
Right.
So she's not getting a chance to like really sit and like stew with this information she's getting on the read, what's called span read. She's not able to like really like let it gestate. She's like instant reaction. So maybe that's the reason why, but I don't know. She just seemed like she was a lot more thought out and planning at the beginning when we first met her. Like she's a little more methodical, and now it's like all of a sudden she's like more reactive.
Yep. Yeah. But as it continues to go on, she gets the next piece of news. She's like, the wind's pleasure was lost in all hands and Yasna was killed. And she's like, yes, we killed Yasna. And Sean's like, wait, what?
Yeah. Hey.
She's like, yeah, I was the person in charge of all that plan. Like, we got her. Like, yeah, we killed her. And like, Shallan's like,
and it was a slow roll getting there too. It was like a little bit of information, then a little bit more information, a little bit of information. And then she's like, Yasna, and then and the thing, and it is like, oh.
Yeah, but the very next line that comes across this is, like, it also mentions Yasna's new ward was with her girl named Shallan, and like immediately Shallan reacts like shit, and then Tin grabs her and like throws her to the ground. Like
she like grabs her, still looking at this span where you're like, yeah.
Yeah, ends up slamming Shallan to the ground, asking, did Yasna survive? And she's like, no. And then Pattern disguises himself or itself as Yasna's voice. And it's like, behind, and Tin turns around like, what was that?
Yeah, but for a second, did you think Yasna was alive? Because I did. It's like, oh, Yasna!
Yasna, it's coming back. No. Ah. But yeah. But Shallan's going to like crazy mode. I mean, this is a little fight, and Shallan's not good at fighting. So claws at her, stretches her face a little bit, but then Tin pulls her sword out. And Shallan starts throwing illusions out, like using Stormlight and like doing. And Tin's like, what the hell was that?
And she creates an illusion of herself.
Right.
And then Tin thinks she's going crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
She's like, geez, now I'm going crazy. She like slices through the image.
Yeah, but it's enough time for Shallan to summon her own shard blade. Because she even says like 10 heartbeats. Is that enough time? Do I have to do 10 heartbeats? I don't know if I have to do 10 heartbeats.
The moment she said 10 heartbeats, I was like, oh, she's obviously
she needed less heartbeats than everyone else.
What?
Why did you think she needed less heartbeats than everybody else? That was weird.
It's a good question. But yeah. Well, she summons a shard blade.
It's been raised before, by the way.
Yeah.
About less than 10. I feel like that came up in the first book about doing it less than 10.
I didn't catch that.
I don't know the details, but I remember it being asked in the first book.
Okay.
And I always thought
it came up a couple times. It must be important.
Yeah.
Terrible destruction.
Really good. That's a really good pattern imitation right there. I like it.
But so Shallan ends up stabbing Tin with a shard blade, killing her. And right as he does that, Fatah and Gaz like run in as well.
Insta kill.
And she like turns and like has a shard blade in her hand. She's like, yeah, so
don't ever talk about this.
Don't ever talk about anything you just saw.
Ever. But wait a minute. Not in her own voice.
No.
Critical.
Yeah.
Critical right here. And it solidified all my theories.
Okay.
All my theories.
Do tell.
All right. I had been saying, look, people check the tape. I said she killed her mom. I said it. I said that she probably doesn't remember, or is like a, you kind of have personality, something. And I was like, she's got a capability that, and I said it back in the day. Again, somebody go back, check in the recesses of the episodes. I was like, she's got some capability that gives her the ability to like come at somebody with a power, and maybe it's like something that can't be controlled or whatever. Makes perfect sense that it might be a shard blade in the hands of a child, right? So again, I feel vindicated in this moment that I was like, yep, she had some capability. She killed her mom. I don't know why. We haven't gotten there yet. Obviously, we got a lot of stuff we got to figure out.
Yeah, but do we know when she got her shard blade?
I don't know.
I don't know if she had it when she was a kid.
So far, this is aligning perfectly with what I was saying. Plus, her ability to segment out her personality so that she has the ability, not personality, sorry, her what do they call that? Not personalities.
Multi-personalities?
I think it is split personalities.
Personalities? Okay. Yeah, split personalities, you're right. But she's splitting them out. But the reason why she can kind of segment it out where she's like only has like partial memories about it. So she has the ability to kind of, and I think it might be it's just probably like a defense mechanism. It's like, okay, there's this angry side of you that can like take control and do things in a very forceful and methodical and possibly ruthless way, and then there's this like nice side of you, etc.
Disassociation.
Thank you.
Yeah, there.
Disassociation. That's exactly the term I was looking for too. But that's again, this is all supporting my theory that I had weeks ago, and now it's like coming to fruition that she has I wasn't thinking it was a shard blade. That's the thing that I gotta admit. I wasn't thinking shard blade, but
her eyes were burned out. Her mom's eyes were burned out. It did say that.
Which I feel like I'm gonna have. Who is it? Typhus that had the eureka moment earlier. Somebody had the eureka moment. Oh man, I just noticed something. I feel like I would do that if I reread this book, but I have been piecing something together, and this is like now it's just a matter of why. Yeah. We don't know why she killed her mom. I'm still standing by it that she killed her mom. Yeah. I'm gonna die on that hill until somebody proves me wrong.
Yeah, and she asked them, like why they're there, and like about 10's men. It's like, oh yeah, we killed them all. We heard screams coming, and also a voice, which was Pattern, told them that you're under attack. And we decided, and then the guards wouldn't let us pass, so we ended up fighting them. And Shallan tells them, the voice she heard was my spread. Tin was an assassin. You won't tell anyone about this at all.
Yep.
She searches through the tent for documents. Tells them to search through all the tents. Like tells them like now you need to go collect all the information you can about all the documents because I need to read them all. And while she's doing all this, the Spanreed starts to write, asking about the Ghost Bloods and about the job. And she realizes they wanted to meet with the Ghost Bloods in the city to investigate Erythrio. And she's like, do you want to accept this new mission? And she's like, yes.
I swear this thing sounded so reminiscent of that scene in like movies where the fax machine has run out of paper and it's just waiting for somebody to put more paper in it so it can finish. And they're like, oh no, this is the reveal. That happened in this because the Spanreed was like waiting for like more parchment to write on. So
yeah. It didn't say specifically. It didn't say specifically. It just said that Shallan did not want to look at her dead mother's terrible eyes.
Oh wow.
So I didn't say that, Brandon. Sorry.
Terrible eyes, but yeah, I mean, if you read that on a second go through, you're like, because why would somebody's eyes be terrible unless they were like altered in some way?
Yep.
In death. Which is something we've seen a recurring theme of throughout these books.
Yep. So anyway, Shallan agrees to go meet with these other people.
Ghost Bloods, right?
Ghost Bloods.
So close to sound like they're from the Wu-Tang Clan, but not quite.
Ghostface Killer. Ghost Bloods, which we've heard about the Ghost Bloods a few times at this point. So that's where we end this part. End of part 2.
Hooray, we did it.
We did it. There's
the other part that we didn't talk about it enough. It was what happened. So Pattern was there, right? Pattern imitated Yasna. Then there was something that was said, and I cannot remember it. And it was like right when things happen with Shallan, Pattern is just like gone. And I was like, what happened to Pattern?
Yeah.
Something's going on here. And because while was it so Pattern is like super protective, trying to help, etc., and then disappears. And I was like, I picked up on that immediately.
Yeah.
Because it was said somewhere in these chapters, Pattern never disappears. He's always around somewhere. Yeah. Literally said in these chapters. And I was like, how? So I was like, where did he go? He wouldn't have abandoned her.
He's hiding behind the curtains.
He hid behind no curtains. What happened to Pattern? So anyway, I'm trying to formulate the theory in my head. That was so critical to me that those three things happened. That he was obviously there. He imitated Yasna. It was said that he's always somewhat visible, which is why you saw him in the last book. He was always kind of floating around the background and stuff. He's always there, and then all of a sudden he's not there. And I'm like, he didn't teleport and go somewhere else. He was there. What happened?
Ooh, there's another thing. Pattern doesn't like the abomination that is the sharp blade.
Doesn't like the abomination that is the sharp blade.
Yeah.
So like he and the shard blade can't exist at the same time?
Maybe.
Alondo's going down a thread. Alondo's going down a thread. The shard blade showed up and he can't be there. Ooh, Alondo's got theories.
Got theories. Got lots of theories going on now. Things are getting interesting. That's for sure.
Man. Oh man.
Same thing Syl calls the sharp blades abominations. They're abominations. Yeah.
Yeah. What came first, the pattern or the shard blade? The spread or the shard blade? The chicken or the egg?
It's interesting. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Very, very interesting. So, any other theories or anything else from these chapters before we move on to favorite character? Okay, favorite character.
You go first.
10.
10?
10. I don't like how she kind of got a little desperate towards the end and stuff, but I mean, she's going out, the whole deal. The thing I did like about 10 though, she really bucked our girl up and was like, stop playing house. Be real. If you're gonna play this whole thing, like I'm gonna go out here and try to do this act and whatever, grow the hell up. You're gonna have to maybe be naked, show your hand, do some things, whatever. Grow up. Don't sit here and play mercenary and play like you're like in this world of like secrecy and whatever and spy games and what. If you're gonna be in
bad things.
Yeah, because Yasna was like teaching her like all the book smarts. 10 was like, let's get in this street smart situation. And I'm sorry 10's gone, but Shallan needs this street smart. She needs this education. So.
Yeah. I wish we got a little more of 10. Like I wish she made it to Shattered Plains that she had like really balanced the two things and then found out about Yasna. Yeah. That would have been better, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Rock's new sous chef. What's his name? Hopper?
Hopper.
Hopper. I can stand that guy. I feel bad for him because he lost.
I know being called Hopper and have no legs. That just seems anticlimactic.
He's Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
It's an oxymoron.
Yeah, I'm excited for his character. And also, you know what? Actually, I want to pick another one.
Oh, who?
Go for it.
I want to pick Galb.
Galb.
Yeah, because I think he's really gonna have a turnaround, and I love a good redemption arc. So,
okay.
Yeah. I have an honorable mention. So.
I'm gonna pick. I'll pick Szeth because I think he's misunderstood.
Yeah, that's probably fair to say.
Szeth had a freaking breakdown out there, though. He is now, of course, we know more about what he's dealing with than anybody in any of this whole world right now. So we know he is led by things outside of his own control. Which is so tragic.
He doesn't want to do any of this.
None of this. And it's so tragic, which is the reason why it's really hard for me to like every time he shows up, I'm like, oh damn it.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
He is a really interesting character.
Yes. Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I don't think he's a real villain either. I feel bad for him.
He's not. Unfortunately, he's not even the main person in his own story.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So sad.
Do you have anything?
Also, there's nothing in my safe hand today.
Okay.
I got
No, nothing in the
skinny safe hand today.
Yeah.
Oh,
safe
really?
the tight fitted. Everybody can see everything that happens.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna put like a Kit Kat or something in there. I
No,
don't know.
it's like my tights of glove. My spandex.
Gotcha.
All right.
Your
Well,
Spanx glove.
Yeah.
Well, next time on the Cosmic Reads, we'll be doing the interludes in chapter 35, or was it 35 and 34, 35, 36. So, interludes, 35, 36. They're short interludes. Hence why we're adding some extra chapters.
What are the interludes?
What are the titles?
Oh yeah, what are the titles? Yeah, you
That's
always
a good
give us
question.
the,
Yeah, I do that. So, interludes are the Riders of the Storms. So, we're doing some the Doors.
I was gonna say, nice.
Zail, the guy, the weapons master, Tong, Taln, Tong, and then a form of power. Those are the 4 interludes. And then chapter 35, where we start part 3, is the multiple strain of simultaneous infusion.
So we're reading that chapter 2. So we're doing the interludes and one chapter.
And 2 chapters. And then chapter
2 chapters.
And chapter 36 is a new woman. So
it sounds like a new challenger enters the fight.
Yeah.
Woman.
New woman. So yeah, we're getting to part 3, which has some really, really fun parts to it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think part 3 is where it has one of the most iconic scenes from. Yeah, it is. Yep. So we're coming up to a really iconic scene.
Whoop, whoop.
We're still a ways away for it, but yeah, we'll be there soon enough. So anything else from it before we sign off? When are we getting a guest, Alan? That's a good question. We're not recording next week, so next week we're off for Memorial Day because I'm on I'm on something else.
He's being a traitor.
I'm not being a traitor. I'm just gonna watch some Star Wars. Just watching Star Wars.
I didn't know we weren't doing next week.
Yeah,
okay.
we're not doing next week.
We're not doing next week because I'm on.
Wow. Dragon. I don't get that many holidays off being in the medical industry. So the fact I have a whole day off from work and don't have to record that afternoon.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with my life?
Yeah. So it's I'm going to be on Dragon Mount. So if you're on their YouTube, I'll be there. We're talking about Star Wars. So nothing really time related. It's literally Clone Wars. Doing episode reviews of Clone Wars. I'm not even sure what episodes we're doing.
Wait, the animated Clone Wars?
Mm-hmm.
Stop. That's like my favorite thing ever.
Do you want to come on?
Giddy Tartakovsky is like my hero. I love everything about that dude's animation.
Well, if you want to, I
will definitely watch.
Is it
live? Is it live? Yeah, I think it's live. Yeah, it's going to be Star Wars, Clone Wars episodes, or season 3, episode 3. At 9
because
p.m.
only 3 seasons of it, right? So,
yeah.
Wait. When we're talking about, we're not talking about the computer animated Clone Wars. I'm talking about the one that happens drawn by Genndy Tartakovsky.
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
What?
And I got a message saying that if I have other podcasters that want to come on too, you're welcome. More than welcome to come. So if you want to come, let me know.
I may need to, sir.
You can come.
Oh my gosh, I may need to be on this thing because I am like the hugest fan. When that thing came out, I was over the moon about it because he did the artwork for like Dexter's Lab and some other shows. Oh man,
let's see what episode are we doing? Hold on, let me see. Season 3, episode 3. Oh, no, 3. It is Supply Lines, I think is the name of the episode.
You said season 3,
Episode 3. Yeah. I think that's what, yeah. 3. Yeah. So, Supply Lines, I think is the name of the episode. Anyway.
Supply Lines. Is that the one where they get stuck?
It's the one. It's the served as a prequel to the series premiere Ambush. Season 3, episode 3. It's the one. Rylos Under Siege. I'm just reading through the quick Wiki notes. The Wikipedia. But anyway, yeah. That's the episode.
Yeah, we're not talking the same thing then. Supply Lines, because that's from the CG animated version, the CG animation. I'm talking about the one. It was 3 seasons that came out between.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was drawn by. It was hand drawn 2D art.
I'm talking about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, this is the one by Genny Tartakovsky.
It's the CG one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Which is great, by the way. Don't at me, people. But yeah, I'm talking about the Star Wars Clone Wars.
Okay.
The animated one that it initially aired on Cartoon Network.
Okay.
And it was baller. Yeah. Anybody gets it? If you have not seen that, it's the thing that spans the storyline as you go into Clone Wars. I mean, you go into what's the third movie?
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Have we watched Maul Shadow Lord yet? No, I have not yet.
I've heard that came out, and I didn't even know it was coming out. I have to watch that. So,
yeah.
Man,
anyways,
got some serious development over the years.
Yes. So, how it can be found is at thecosmoreads.com. Go check it out. It's a website. Find links to everything. Working on some new merch. Right? Yeah. Working on merch. That's coming soon. But,
wait, what are you eating? Is that a donut?
Donut.
Oh, man. I have had a donut in like years, and now I want one because you're like chomping on one.
Delicious.
It looks delicious.
I got sidetracked with you guys talking about Star Wars. I don't know anything, so I figured I'd
okay.
Just eat some donuts.
Sorry about that, Trey. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, go check us out on the website. Click the links, do the things, and subscribe. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks or so, unless you guys want to come watch me talk about Star Wars. So,
bye, everybody.
That wraps up today's chapter discussion on the Cosmere Reads. If you liked what you heard, follow the podcast and share with your fellow world hopper. It really helps the show to grow. And if you think we missed something, we probably did. Join the discussion and let us know your theory. Until next time, keep your spheres charged, your metal files stocked, and remember, there's always another secret.